Hello all, Zizo's here again. So, one thing you might notice here is that this isn't Tabletop Sim. This is a program called Octagon, which is used for card games. Basically, it's another card game simulator. You can download this from their website. It is fairly straightforward to set up, but it has a little bit more automation that the Tabletop Sim can't handle. I'm still getting used to the hotkeys and whatnot, so I'm not going to be particularly fast here, but it should be faster than Tabletop Sim. Now, to start with, so I've loaded up my deck. This is the Justice deck, obviously. We've got Justice card here. We've got Rhino with Goblin Gimmicks set up. I can't really show that it's Goblin Gimmicks. You'll have to take my word for it. Anyway, let's get started on this with the mulligan. So Justice deck, mulligan. So I've got a mulligan hand, and then you can select what cards you're going to mulligan, and it will let you do that. I want to keep Amir. Amir is super good, particularly on any turn when you start in Alter Ego, and I'm definitely starting in Alter Ego here. I don't think I want these three. Now, Wiggle Room is only good if I hold it, and it might be worth it. But it depends what I draw. So I think because it's variable, and because it could very well end up being the best event, could be end up being a card that I can hold, I think I won't mulligan it. We'll just go the 3 cards that I've already selected. Oh, actually this didn't set up properly as well. Let's not do that yet. Let's get the card out of here. We need to look at all cards. I need a copy of Breaking and Taking. And then we'll just add 2 prep to it. Which doesn't seem to have a shortcut. That's annoying. Oh, and then we'll shuffle the deck. Almost missed that. That could have been awkward. Yeah, so I know I have that. I know I need 2. I know I need to mulligan. And I'll mulligan these 3. Yes, I'll confirm the mulligan. And we got some for Justice. So that'll allow us to remove Breaking and Taking turn 1. So that's good. Now, what else can we do? I definitely don't need both of these. So let's move for Justice to the discard pile to put Amir into play. Okay. Let's use Amir. No, let's use Teen Spirit first. Peek. Red Dagger goes into my hand. Yeah, so I looked at the top card, it was Red Dagger. It didn't get discarded because Red Dagger. Now, what's looking really good right now for Justice, and using these 3 to play Red Dagger. But before I do that, I'm going to use Amir to take the 4 Justice that I just played and put it on the bottom of my deck. we flip the card. How does this work? How do I get this to work? Was not expecting a problem this early. Let's just draw the card off the top. Power of Justice. Okay. Yeah, okay. How do I put that on the bottom? Move to bottom of the deck. There we go. I knew there would be something for it. It's a relatively common gameplay mechanism. So the Power of Justice can be used to play the full Justice. The 2 resources can be used to play Red Dagger. And that should be good. We just need to flip. I don't think I pull back the 4 Justice. Unless I do and hold 2 cards. It's a very strange turn to want to hold 2 cards though. I'll do it though. We use the 4 Justice. Exhausting myself. Discard card. Okay, this is going to be weird up in that top bit there. I pulled back the 4 Justice, and then I immediately spend it alongside the Strength to play Red Dagger, who I exhaust to do 2 damage. I don't think there's a damage tracker here. Huh. That's kind of awkward. Ah, over here. And then we add a damage marker here. Is there a shortcut for that? No, there's only one for removing. It's very strange. Let's refresh the view here. Get rid of that top bar as well while I'm here. And reset positions. Okay, cool. So we are back. He's on 15 damage. I am done with my turn. Oop. Okay. And advance phase. We've actually already finished. Yep, so villain phase on turn 1. Now, he is attacking me. I am going to take it on the chin. So I draw 1 card off the top of his deck. And I'm going to flip it. So 2 plus his free attack. So that's 5. I'm going to play Wiggle Room for 0. And then bring it back to my hand. Then, after drawing the card from Wiggle Room. And then I'm still taking 2 damage. So I'm going to play Wiggle Room again. Drawing a card. Because it went into an out of play area, I'm able to do that. And now I'm taking no damage. And I'm on 6 cards going into next turn. This Nick Fury, I basically can't play. Oh, I might be able to. Just. Yeah, I can just play it. I forgot to add a threat here. At the start of the villain phase. Now, let's steal myself an encounter card, and let's see what we've got. Next turn is being blocked by an ally, so I think it's safer to deal him a boost card. So let's just grab the boost card and put it on here so that I remember to do that later. And we start the next. What's that? F12 to advance. Okay, so we start the player phase. Now, oh, that should be flipped actually. Flip. Okay. Let's start with Nick Fury. I'm going to spend the 4, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 to play Nick Fury. Drawing 3 cards. I was hoping for something a little more not resources. A little more resourcey. Or damagey. Oh well. I will risk a double. He's got 1 scheme. He's got 1 here. This will be up to 2. So he could only win if he draws advance. That's something I'm going to have to risk. But let's just do an attack here first. It's weird that this doesn't have a default hotkey. That's 11. Okay. No, not that. I was trying to flip. Because I'm not going to play Sneak By. There's no way that comes up as an option. So let's just peek. Begin. It'll go into my hand. Let's view the discard pile to decide what I want to put on the bottom. Last turn I put a For Justice. This turn I think I put the Wiggle Room. No, put it on the field. Move to bottom of deck. Drawing a card. Well, that's an option, I guess. Let's use the Surveillance team to play Nakia. Let's use Nakia to play Bruno. Let's play. Oh my god, I forgot about the boost card. I shouldn't have flipped. I need to reduce my chance of dying here, so let's remove a threat from here. And I'm going to play Embiggen. And I'm going to hide this on Bruno. Let's ready everything up for the next round. Let's start the villain phase. First thing, get this card. I don't have anything in hand that can stop him, so let's just flip these 2 cards and hope I don't lose. 1 and 1. Oh, 1 additional boost card. Zero. Okay. So now we just go delete those two. So there was 2 additional, so he's got 1 from the start of turn. I should have done that first. Then he's got... Can I just hit up at this point? Yep, I can. Good. He did 3. So he's on 4. Now, 1 card. Look. That is a problem. Can I just go... Yeah, cool. It does automatically go to... Okay, so the hotkeys for that are just the up and down key. That's good to know going forward. I don't have any sneak buys. I just put them on the bottom, on the discard. So, first thing I'm going to do is that, to put a sneak buy on the bottom. Drawing a card. Followed. That's a nice card to find about now, when I'm trying to kill this. Oh, this should have gone away. That should have gone away at the end of last turn. Let's pick at the top. Oh. Probably not the most efficient way to do this, but we get a wiggle room. Okay, that gives us some resources. I want to play the shrink. I kind of want to play this as well. Which would mean pulling the cards off of him. And I might want a concussive blow. Okay, concussive blow and that. Yep, so then we just need the resources to pay for... Let's move that over here. Okay, I can pay that for... I'm going to pull this back. And I'm going to play it with Nakia. Before I go anywhere here. That allows me to play that for nothing. Shrink, I want to play this turn as well, which I can spend 2 on. I only have 3 resources left at that point. I think Red Dagger is going to have to survive on his own. He's going to have to die to the block. So we move the 2 across here to play Shrink. So I'm fully set up with Miss Marvel with regard to Miss Marvel cards. I don't need to recover, so I'll flip. I'll then spend the power of Justice, selecting at least one of them to be a fight resource, to play Concussive Blow, which I'll embiggen, dealing 5 damage. Power, forgot to tap that as well. Yeah, so it was Power Justice plus that. I can't. I got to get rid of this turn, I think. No, I don't really have to get rid of it this turn. It's just super efficient if I use Red Dagger for it. Then I won't have the 2 resources to get him back. I miscalculated this. What if I pull that back to hand? Yep, I pull that back to hand. Still in that window, effectively. Then I play the followed on here. I use red dagger to remove this, dealing 4 damage to the villain. I then pay two resources of different types to move red dagger back to my hand to play next turn. And I just straight up take an attack. Oh, I also forgot to add a confused token when I played that. Where's that confused token? Yeah, I forgot to add the confused token when I used the concussive blow. Okay, now we start the next turn. Oh, we get ready to start the next turn. Go into the villain phase. One additional threat here. He attacks me for whatever this is. Heals 2 damage. Okay, that's fine. He's not on a lot of hit points anyway, even after that. I take just the 3, meaning 7. It's pretty good. And then 1 card. Flip. It's guard. It's guard. It's not that strong in general. I'm not too worried about this. Okay. I'm going to start by spending 2 and 1 to replay red dagger, which will immediately attack here. I'll then attack here, killing that. I can't flip down because I don't have any. Oh, he's confused. He's confused. I can probably afford to flip down. But anyway, I'm going to play big hands. Costing that one as well. And I'm going to embiggen it for 6 damage. Not that it matters, because he's just going to go to the next side. So we delete that. We grab out the other one. And we set his HP to 16 per player. And then we add, he still has the confuse, he now has a tough, and I have a stun. Then I flip down, then I start doing shenanigans here. So, first shenanigan I'm going to do is my ability. Concussive blow is not a thing. War justice is not a thing. Big hands is not a Marvel card, so I got big hands. Then I'm going to use that, putting for justice on the bottom. I really need to be able to clear that threat. Drawing a card. One, two. I can only get to 2. So I'm going to hide big hands here. I'm going to discard the Mockingbird at the end of turn. And ready all my cards. At the end of the turn. Oh wait, why didn't I draw my hand? Because I didn't ready for next round. seems to end the turn when you use ready for next round. Shuffle the discard pile into the deck, that's fine. We take a card, which I'll just set off to the side. This goes up by 1. He removes his Confuse. Then I get another card. So we've got 2 cards to go through, starting with this one. Guard, that's whatever. Flip. Shadows of the Past. No. No. These are in the opposite order. Let's delete that. Two, three. That should be. No, that doesn't let me turn it. I can't turn it. We're stuck with that one, I think. 1, 2. Stuck with that one the way it is. Shuffle the, make sure the deck's shuffled. Now, I got a stun, so I want to attack before anything else happens. I also want to sneak by or for justice. For justice is better because it removes all of it. I have a big hands here, but I don't necessarily need it. Let's start with my Miss Marvel ability. Peek. For justice goes to the discard pile. Peek. Sneak by. That's not what I wanted. Let's put the For Justice at the bottom of the deck because it's the only thing there. Deck, drawing a card, Mockingbird. I'm actually pretty okay with doing the Mockingbird stun. I think that this is better though. Okay, let's assume that I'm playing a For Justice, acquiring at least 1 card. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's use that. I don't think I play Mockingbird here, so or Jessica Jones. Mockingbird, Jessica Jones. I don't need the second one of that. Allows me to set up Daredevil, who brought for 2, killing off this. And because he has frauded, he does a damage here. I'll then use this to kill that off. So action to bring back the card, or I can load it up with more. These 2 get me that removed, leaving me with these 2, which will allow me to hit for 6. No, I could only remove the tough. I don't think I removed the tough. I think I use this before I flip, putting a sneak by down here in case I need it later on. I then flip. I then attack to remove the stun. And then I use this and this, which gives me a wild and a blue, so I've definitely paid for with a mental, to play For Justice, boosting it with Shrink to remove 6. Okay. That seems good. Ready for next round. I kept the wiggle room because he's going to attack, so it seemed good. Though I don't know if I'm going to use it, because I could just replay this, deal 2 damage, knock off the Rhino tough. 1 here to start with. Blocking with this. That's 2 more. And then I will spend Lockjaw and Interrogation Room to bring him back to hand, dealing 2 damage. Oh wait, 16. It's got to remain the same because it's I just mentioned removing the tough. Then I take 1 damage from Thomas Edison. Then we draw 1 card. What? I don't know why that didn't work. And it is heals 4 damage. He can't heal because he hasn't taken any, so he surges. Flip. Schemes. Okay, that's not the end of the world. If they'd come up earlier, it would have been, but we're pretty good here. Let's flip this card. He schemes for 3. Whatever, I'm pretty sure I can handle it at this point. Okay. Start of the turn, I'm going to use this to remove 2 from here. I'm going to probably pull back. I wish these were peaked. Yeah, good, much better. I really like double big hands here. I don't like the idea of flipping down. No, I kind of need to though. Without a stun. Daredevil can block. Red Dagger can block in a pinch. If I can get him on the table. Double big hands would stop me from being able to get him on the table. Unless if I took both of these back, that's 6 cards in hand and I would need 4 cards to play big hands twice. -1, +1 for the actual big hands. So let me with 2 cards. I wouldn't be able to do it. So if I played him, I could, if I flipped over and played him, yeah, okay. I think I take both of these back. Big hands, paying for it with that, Virginius, and beginning. Allowing us to take 6 off. Not 0, 10. Okay. We'll just delete that. Oh, and I pulled it back. I need to kill this as well. If I hit that. No, the second big hands, which will be paid for with a sneak by and a wiggle room. Big hands, straight into the discard. We'll target Thomas Edison. Will cause way too many hassles. Then we flip. We use this to put I don't have any concussive blows here. Big hands. One's at the bottom. Drawing a card. I think I used that earlier. I just forgot to pay for it. Not that it really matters. Here, 1, 2, 3. He immediately does that. Then ready up for next round. Concussive blows. Awkward timing, but whatever. He is 1 here first. Flipping this card. That's 3, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dangerous, but not quite. There's already one of the schemy things out. Let's see if I get the other one. No, heals 4 if able. And he is able to this time. So 14. Can I kill him this turn? Let's do some shenanigans. Let's start with my alter ego ability. 1. I put a big hands at the bottom last time, so worst case scenario, that's what I'm drawing. Wiggle room. You discard pile. No damage at the bottom here. We'll put a resource card on the bottom. Okay. I can play big hands for free. I have 4 damage on the table, which means I need to do 10 damage. So if I play big hands twice, I win the game. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's use Nakia before I flip. Let's flip. That's and big hands and big end is 6. Putting it on 8. And then I'll pull it back. 1, 2. Boom. That's 4. Not 4 here. That's 4 damage here, so he's down to 4. And then like I can haymaker, putting him on 1. But the only reason to do that would be to attack with that for the win. Although I suppose I could also do that, killing this. So, yeah. I got a little dicey a couple times there. I didn't draw the concussive blows at the right time, which is a bit of a shame. But I did win. Did pull out the win, and the it didn't really take that much damage. The allies really helped with that. Didn't have to recover at all at any point, despite the focus of Rhino on dealing damage. So that's a plus. So we'll see how that goes with the next deck in the next video. See how the aggression does it. If it can handle it probably, and see how it handles the threat in particular. Anyway, I shall see you next time. Bye.